Thought I'd make a chocolate bird's nest today. Nearly Easter time, so you know, why not? Now we're going to make this chocolate bird's nest out of shredded wheat and some chocolate. So really simple recipe. And when we've finished and it's been in the fridge and chilled out, then we can fill it up with some Easter eggs and a couple of really sort of nice royal ducks. So to make this chocolate bird's nest, I'm just going to go through the ingredients we're going to use. Now first of all, I've got shredded wheat, and I've got 3 little bars of shredded wheat. So it's a cereal, buy it in a packet. I'm just going to use, 3 of those and chopped them down with a pair of scissors. Chocolate, you can use any chocolate you like. I've chosen to use Bourneville, and I'm going to use a total of 300 grams. So 1.5 of these big bars. Couple of dessert spoons of honey. When the chocolate's all melted, add a little bit of honey in. And then finally, once it's all been in the fridge and set, then we can dress it up a little bit inside with some nice royal eggs to go with the royal ducks I've got. So now we've gone through the ingredients, I'm going to go over to the hob, get myself a pan with a little bit of boiling water in there, and then we're going to put a bowl in and start melting the chocolate. So we're going to get on with the chocolate. Now I've got myself a pan and I've got a bowl, and we're going to put all the chocolate in there. Now there's actually a gap. This bowl doesn't go right down to the bottom because we're going to put some boiling water at the bottom and make sure there's not enough to actually touch the bowl. We just want to kind of steam it, if you like, melt the chocolate slowly. So I'm going to start off by putting some boiling hot water in there. That'll do. Switch the heat on and just gently place the bowl in there. You see it's not quite touching the water. Now next of all, sort of broken up the chocolate a bit, and I think I'll go for 1.5 bars. That'll do. If it's smaller, it just makes it easier to melt. Now with the chocolate, I'm just going to gently kind of move it around occasionally until we've got it all melted, so you can kind of get it melting evenly really. So just move it around until it's all melted, and if you need to turn the heat down a little bit, turn it down. I might turn mine down just a fraction. Mine's just about melted, so we're ready to put the honey in there. So let's just get I'm going to use a sort of couple of dessert spoons. In fact, I'm going to use one big and do it in one hit. That'll do. So again, I'm just going to let that melt into the chocolate. So I'm just going to see if I can get it off the spoon. There you go. Now once that's all sort of melted together, then all we've got to do is add the shredded wheat. It's as simple as that. So there you go. That's all done. I've turned it off the heat now, and I'm going to pour in the shredded wheat. So I've got my shredded wheat. Now although I use 3, we'll see how we go. We're going to put some in, and then we'll give it a stir and add a bit more if I need it. Right, be careful because it might be hot, but I'm just going to try and get it all nicely coated. Now I'm just going to mix in. I'm just actually going to mix in the rest of it. So I've got 3 shredded wheats in there. That's it. I'm going to take that over the table and we're going to start making this bird's nest. Now to make this bird's nest, I've just got a bit of silicone paper, like parchment paper, so we can lift it out, and obviously a bowl of the size you want it. So got the sort of chocolate and shredded wheat mixture, and I'm just going to spoon it in, get it all in there. There's a bit of chocolate there as well. Let's get that out of the bowl. That'll do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pushing it to the sides to try and make this bird's nest. So let's just try and get it nice and evenly all round the edges and all the way around. So I'll just carry on doing this until I've flanned it all out, and then we'll have the bird's nest. There you go, done mine. Got it all the way around the edge and not too thick. Now it's up to you whether you do this, but I've got a flake bar, and what I'm going to do is sprinkle some of my mum. I've actually sort of chopped it down the middle, And I'm just going to sprinkle some little bits in there really. I'll just give it a bit of a swoosh around. So now I've got my nest all done. I'm just going to put it in the fridge and let it sort of cool right down, and then we can just lift it out the paper and dress it with the eggs. So I've taken my chocolate bird's nest from out the fridge. I had it in there for a good hour or so, just until all the chocolate's nicely hardened up. So what I'm going to do is take it out the bowl. So I'm just going to lift mine up. Just going to pull the wrapper off very carefully. Take the bowl away. There you go. There you go, you've got one little sort of bird's nest made of chocolate. So what we can do now is to put some eggs in there. Now you've got a choice at this point. I mean, you could put lots of little eggs if you're having like a party or something, or you can put some bigger ones with a couple of ducks on top. Great one to do with the kids, and it's really tasty. Thanks for watching The Original Naked Chef.